Hey guys, it's Caitlin. So I'm gonna start doing makeup tutorials. I'm not a professional makeup artist. But I'm just someone that really likes to do makeup, and I think I'm halfway decent at it. Maybe. So this is the makeup look that I created tonight. I'm calling it pumpkin spice because I'm super ready for fall to get here. It's been beautiful outside, and yeah, so this is my pumpkin spice fall makeup look. So if you're looking for someone that is a professional makeup artist, these videos probably aren't for you. If you're someone that's new to makeup, want to start kind of learning how to do makeup, then hey, keep watching. Okay guys, so I'm starting with my eyeshadow. So I use a eyeshadow primer that is pretty Vulgar, and then I always use a white or a flesh colored eyeshadow base. Doesn't matter, whatever you prefer. So here I am putting on my eyeshadow. I like to start above my actual crease, and I mentioned to hold your brush as far down as you possibly can. So as far away from the bristle, the tip of it. The further you hold it down, the smoother the blend you're gonna get. Is pretty much, what I'm trying to tell you. So I like to start with my lightest colors first, which is why I do a very light eyeshadow base. And then I put the lighter color above my crease, a dark color in my crease, and the darkest on the outside of my crease, and kind of work it into the crease just a little bit. So here, like I said, this is completely optional. You do not have to do that. It's just a way to blow out that bottom waterline, give you a little smokier effect. I don't always do it, so it's completely optional. Then yes, right here, I always kind of leave like a little white part, or where you see that base kind of shining through. I always just like to pop like a shimmer or a glitter or something right there. It just kind of helps bring the whole look together. I use mattes for the rest of the eye look, and then that's when I'll use my shimmer. So here I just did my eyeliner. I'm not ashamed in admitting that I suck at doing winged liners, so you don't always have to do a winged look. What I'm trying to say here is that, it doesn't matter how much you spend on a foundation, whether you spend $10, whether you spend $40. It starts with your skincare. So what I didn't show before the tutorial is that I have already used my serum. I use Clean Skin serum. It's like a vitamin C booster. I use that, and then I use a moisturizer. I go between like the Tatcha water cream, and then I'm using like GlamGlow moisturizer. I use that, let it sink into my skin, and then I use a primer, and then that's when I actually do my eyes. So that's what I didn't show in the beginning. So here I'm starting with my foundation. I've already done concealer on my cheeks. My cheeks get really red. So I just put a few marks of concealer, kind of work that in. It's going to limit how much foundation you're going to end up using trying to cover your redness. Avoid the under eyes. I say this, a couple of times throughout the video. Avoid your under eyes. It's for just your concealer right here. The skin under your eyes are extremely thin. Think of it like a really sheer curtain. So like you are packing on this foundation underneath it, then you're putting concealer, like I said, drawing crop circles underneath there, and then you're gonna bake and put a bunch of powder underneath it, and then in the end you're gonna look at it and you're gonna see, oh my god, that looks like crap, and it's going to. It's going to crease. It's going to start sagging. It's going to look terrible. It looks great on camera. It does. That's why a lot of the beauty influencers that you see do it, you know, it looks great on camera. In real life, it's gross looking. I've done it for years and never could figure out why does my under eyes not look like the people on, you know, on YouTube? And that's why. You do not need that much product under your eyes. And then to kind of go back, what I was trying to say about the concealer is I put a couple of dots on the inside of my eye and a couple on the outside, and then I kind of worked it up into my hairline. That's gonna kind of help brighten and lift your eye. And then right here, I'm kind of showing you, I dip into the powder and then I, you know, bang off as much product, excess product as possible, because we don't want that much. As you can see, I had a little bit too much there. I didn't even want that much. So I, you know, banged off the rest off my brush. I'm doing my under eyes, focusing on my T-zone where you get oily. I have kind of like combination skin. I get dry, but I'm also really oily in certain places. So I get really oily on my forehead, and my nose. My nose gets really oily. So just use a little bit, just use a powder brush and brush that onto the, you know, your places that you don't want creasing, you don't want oil shining through. You do not need to bake. I'll say you do not need to bake. It is not necessary. So I do not contour. I don't feel like there's a reason to contour. I'm a big girl. What's it gonna do? You know, it's not gonna make me look like I've lost 300 pounds on my face. You know, contour is to mimic structure, bone structures, you know, stuff like that. So always use a grayer tone, or gray shade when you contour, because like I said, it mimics bone structure and shadows. I have no reason to contour. My nose is pretty thin. I don't need to contour my nose. I have a round face, you know, I don't need to. So I do bronzer, and I do my bronzer in like a 3. You know, that's not going to work for everybody. Everybody's face shape is different. You just need to kind of figure out where the bronzer needs to be placed on your face. Bronzer is supposed to be placed where the sun is going to naturally hit your face, which is usually like your forehead, your cheeks, your nose, stuff like that. Here, I'm not talking because I wanted to do a voiceover, so I'm like trying to explain what I'm, you know, trying to do, and it's not really working, as you can see on my face. So I placed my blush kind of further down, like kind of like in the corner of my lip, and then went up. That's going to kind of help create the illusion of a longer face. When you do that, if you have a long face, you don't want to do that. If you want a long face and you want to kind of, you know, get this little rosier, rounder looking face, start, you know, on the apples of your cheeks, where you're, you know, up by your nose. Start there, focus there, put the focus of the color there, and then kind of go out, because that's going to help create a little cute little round, you know, puffy face there. And then I'm doing my highlight now. You don't need to go ham on your highlighter. I moving my face around to see where the ring light is hitting my face, and that's where I'm going to put highlighter. The only place that you don't see me putting a highlighter is in the middle of my forehead, because I'm already oily. Like, so if I put highlighter in the middle of my forehead, that's just going to draw attention to the oil. That's going to eventually, you know, kind of seep through. It's, you know, it's going to happen. So I tried to not put highlighter there to kind of help deflect that. So I'm working on my eyebrows. There's not much to my eyebrows. I keep it natural. I keep it, you know, I'm old school. I don't draw on my eyebrows. I don't block them in and create this really nasty fake looking eyebrow. I have eyebrow hairs. I just comb through them. I use an eyebrow pencil to just kind of enhance the eyebrow hairs that are there, because you know they end up getting washed out looking when you're putting your when you're putting your foundation on. So I just kind of help bring them back to life a little bit. So, oh yes, here, don't forget, this is where I do my setting spray. Is before I finish my eyes, before I do my mascara, put my eyelashes on, stuff like that. Do your setting spray. If you wait to the very end to do it, your mascara is gonna kind of like reactivate and get wet again. And when you blink and stuff like that before it completely dries, it's gonna, you know, you're gonna have mascara on the bottom of your eyes and on top of your eyeshadow that you just worked so hard to do, and it's annoying. It happens. I've learned the hard way. That's why I've started doing my setting spray there. And also, if that does happen, if you jab yourself in the eye with your mascara, do not wipe it off. Just let it dry. That way you then can just take like a brush or something and just kind of, you know, flake it away, instead of ruining, you know, everything that we just worked so hard to do. So, yep, I'm putting on fake eyelashes. I didn't used to wear fake eyelashes, but as I've gotten older, my eyelashes suck. So I started using fake ones, no harm. And then, oh yes, pinch them together. Pinch the fake eyelashes with your real eyelashes. It's gonna, you know, it's gonna help kind of mesh them, blend them together. You know, that way you don't see the fake eyelash, your real eyelashes, and looks like a hot mess. And then if you do see those, the lines on the eyelashes, you just use some eyeliner. Bam, covers it right up. And there we are. There's the finished look. Thanks for watching.